brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my vein. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my name. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. No, we can roll with a holy patrol. We slow creeping so deep you won't even know. If you know me, my OG is on need your hold. You don't need a glow, you won't see a foe. You won't be where he can make your soul decompose. Don't be exposed, I got homies to go. 94 people low, reaching so even though they never won't leave me. I won't peacefully stare at him. No, won't even get on my knees and declare with him. No, I'ma call a legion of cherubim to eat up and tear him and to plead every hero him. I ain't sorry, cause there's people on heroin and Bacardi. And even this perishing everybody. So we gon' meet up in Maryland and make them bleed to the very end. They gon' sleep with the carry when I say I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my name. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my name. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. No demons. Our close we can go to go see the thrones. We won't bleed for no demons, only Jehovah. He's holy, they won't see we gon' teach a folk. Need to know. We soul, we keep going, facing forth, through the snow. We don't hear the post, cause we know he arose. The whole team of blood, steam and show evil. We up in the sky, going so high that we don't need a float. I'm not seed of America. No, you think that I'm the seed of my parents? No, boy, I got a kingdom inheritance to reap and I cherish it. When I'm sleeping, I'm wearing it on my body. And all my people be sharing it cause we found me. Fighting for freedom, cause terrorism is coming. Until we meet up in heaven and we gon' sing to the very end. They gon' see that I'm carrying me. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my name. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my name. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I'm the son of a heavenly army. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. 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 We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my vein. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my name. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. Look, more people don't know we can roll with a holy patrol. We slow creeping so deep you won't even know. If you know me, my OG is on need your hold. You don't need a glow, you won't see a foe. You won't be where he can make your soul decompose. Don't be exposed, I got homies to go. 94 people low, reaching so even though they never won't leave me. Won't peacefully stare at him. No, won't even get on my knees and declare with him. No, I'ma call a legion of cherubim to eat up and tear him and to plead every hero him. I ain't sorry, cause there's people on heroin and Bacardi. And even this perishing everybody. So we gon' meet up in Maryland, make them bleed to the very end. They gon' see what I can't get when I say I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my name. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my name. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. Lord, even knows how close we can go to God, see the thrones. We won't be for no demons, only Jehovah. He's holy, they won't see we gone to Jehovah. Need to know your soul, we keep going, facing 4 feet of snow. We don't hit the foes, cause we know he arose. The whole team of blows, team and show evil. We up in the sky, going so high that we don't need a floor. Am I the seed of America? No. You think that I'm the seed of my parents? No. Boy, I got a kingdom inheritance to reap and I cherish it. When I'm sleeping, I'm wearing it on my body. And I'm gonna people, they shepherd me cause we found me. Fighting for freedom, this terrorism is coming. Until we meet up in heaven and we gon' sing to the very end. They gon' see that I'm carrying me. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I'm marched like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my veins. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I'm marched like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my veins. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Heavenly army. I'm the son of a heavenly army. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Heavenly army. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Heavenly army. I'm the son of a heavenly army. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Heavenly army. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Shalom, shalom. Good morning, damn new viewers. We're done. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my name. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my name. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. More people do. No, we can roll with a holy patrol. We slow creeping so deep you won't even know. If you know me, my OG is only Jehovah. You don't need a glow. You won't see a foe. You won't people, he can make your soul decompose. Don't be exposed. I got homies to go. 94 people low, reaching souls. Even though they never won't leave me alone. I won't peacefully stare at him. No, won't even get on my knees and declare to him. No, I'ma call a legion of cherubim to eat up and terror him and to plead every hero him. I ain't sorry. Cause there's people on heroin in the party. And evil is perishing everybody. So we gon' meet up in Maryland, make them bleed to the very end. They gon' sleep with them carrying when I say I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my veins. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my veins. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. Lord, even knows how close we can go to God, see the thrones. We won't be for no demons, only Jehovah. He's holy, they won't see we gone to Jehovah. Need to know your soul, we keep going, facing 4 feet of snow. We don't hit the foes, cause we know he arose. The whole team of blows, team and show evil. We up in the sky, going so high that we don't need a fool. Am I the seed of America? No. You think that I'm the seed of my parents? No. Boy, I got a kingdom inheritance to reap and I cherish it. When I'm sleeping, I'm wearing it on my body. And I'm gonna people, they shepherd me cause we found me. Fighting for freedom, this terrorism is coming. Until we meet up in heaven and we gon' sing to the very end. They gon' see that I'm carrying me. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie. I'm the son of a heavenly army. Jesus is all in my veins. The spirit of God is inside me. I done lost everything for his name. I'm the son of a heavenly army. I march like I'm ready to die. I got so many brothers beside me. We living forever, no lie.
Without the song here in America, all my people were here in America. All on the beat. Not a so-called African Americans, indigenous Indians of America. We was already here.
Tribe up. Tell your indigenous tribe up. Call up your people and tribe up. Call up your people and sing it. Build up your people and tribe up. Tell your indigenous privilege. Welcome. Turn the vibe up. If you indigenous, TikTok, turn your live up. You got something to be proud of. We was born in this land, raised in this land, blood and it's the frequency war. And we gon' win it. Cause we got the power of the Holy Ghost. Because everybody in our business trying to tell us who he is and isn't. These indoctrinated niggas tripping. Fake patrol trying to put us in prison. Tornadoes, our ancestors are risen. Hurricanes and the flash floods. Can't nobody save you from the karma you giving. You choose decisions but don't make the consequences. Disrespecting the laws of the land. You chose the side that was drawn in the sand, and now that you need help, you won't come for our hand. We ain't picking up, we disconnected. We don't tolerate the disrespecting. Say it with your chest and get the checking. Tell them get to stepping. Yeah. Travel. Tell your indigenous vibe. Call up your people and travel. Call up your people and travel. Call up your people and travel. Tell your indigenous vibe. Travel. Tell your indigenous vibe. Call up your people and travel. Call up your people and travel. For the ancestors, travel. All right, Mill.
Who I am in America.
Mill said, let's go.
They got a lot of
You know the routine. Get your pencil and get your paper.
Some people want to be from Africa. I'm not an African.
Now I can say, welcome to Ephraim University.
America. I am a
Where you gonna learn something.
and I stand by that.
Come on out here.
But I was born here in America.
Welcome to Ephraimite University.
Not a so-called African American.
Get your pencil and get your paper.
Already here.
Travel. Tell your indigenous vibe. Call up your people and travel. All right, baby, on the podcast. Get up your people and repent. Tell your indigenous vibe. Babylon is about to fall. Travel. Tell your indigenous vibe. Call up your people and travel. Call up your people and travel. For the ancestors, travel. Get your pencil and your paper and travel. You got something to be proud of. We was born in this land, raised in this land, blood ancestors paid in this land, fought hard and they prayed in this land, long way from the slaves in this land. Now we gotta stand on business because everybody in our business trying to tell us who he is and isn't. These indoctrinated niggas tripping. Fake patrols trying to put us in prison. Tornadoes, our ancestors are risen. Hurricanes and the flash floods. Can't nobody save you from the karma you giving. You choose decisions but don't make the consequences. Disrespecting the laws of the land. You chose the side that was drawn in the sand, and now that you need help, you won't come for our hand. We ain't picking up, we disconnected. We don't tolerate the disrespecting. Say it with your chest and get the checking. Tell them get to stepping. Yeah. Travel. Tell your indigenous vibe. Call up your people and travel. Call up your people and travel. Get up your people and travel. Tell your indigenous vibe. Travel. Tell your indigenous vibe. Call up your people and travel. Call up your people and travel. For the ancestors, travel.
Who I am in America. They got a lot of in America. A lot of different melanations.
All right.
Some people want to be from Africa. I'm not an African. I am an indigenous American.
All right, Melinda.
So I'm not
Melissa. Good morning, Melissa.
America. I am an indigenous American.
Love
I
all of
stand by that.
Janice. Sarah.
But I was born here in America.
Lisa.
All my people are here in America.
All on the beat.
Not a so-called African Americans, indigenous Indians of America. We was already here.
All right, Rob. Travel. Tell your indigenous vibe. Call up your people and travel. Call up your people and travel. Call up your people and travel. Tell your indigenous vibe. You ready for this lesson? Travel. All right. Elder Yakin. tribe up. Call up your people and tribe up. Call up your people and tribe up. For the ancestors, tribe up. Tribe up. Turn the vibe up. You indigenous tribe up. In the army of your live up. You got something to be proud of. We was born in this land, raised in this land, blood, ancestors paid in this land. All right, prayed in this land. Long way from the slaves in this land. Never got to settle minutes. Because everybody in our business. Trying to tell us who he is and isn't. I like that. We gonna spill the beans today. Hurricanes and them flash floods. Can't nobody save you from the karma you giving. You choose decisions, but don't make the consequences. Disrespecting the laws of the land. You showed the side that was drawn in the sand, and that you need help, you won't come for our hand. We disconnected. Hey, spill the beans. I gotta keep it real. I can't spill them. I gotta throw the hell out them beans because these damn Gentiles done did too much to us. All right, Rashua. I think I missed your call, but I was in prayer, getting ready for this. Spill the beans. I ain't spilling them. I'm gonna throw these beans at these damn people's head for everything they done did, and now what they trying to do. These people don't want to give up for nothing. Debauchery. That's all they involved in. Debauchery. Got these AI data centers and nobody can figure out what they for. They putting out a low frequency. They putting out that MCAT. I'm going to call them MCAT. You call them NPCs. I'm from the hood. I give nicknames. The MCAT. They putting out a frequency so that they can maintain the power and authority on the earth with their NPCs, their MCATs. So, hello. That's why the Schumann Renaissance yesterday did what it did. God gonna take these NPCs out. All these clones. They trying to protect the frequency that's operating with the clones and with these battery operated people running around. They about to fall down. They about to crash out. All of them. They already dying. They trying to hide it. That's what them data centers are. They putting out frequency. Trying to fight against us because we putting out a frequency. But our frequency can't be stopped. That's why they blocking the channel when I play certain songs now. Like this. Hello. You better block it because you damn lizards can't handle it. You can't handle this frequency. That's why you gotta hide it. Grab your ears, you bastards.
I've been there. The tomb is empty. He was seen alive by over 500
bastards
who wrote down accurate accounts.
Snakes, lizards, we coming for you. Alive.
Jesus is the King and he's alive. Hallelujah. Jesus is alive. I look at the grave and the stones roadside. As for me and my heart, we will serve the Christ. Sing hallelujah. Jesus is alive. Buddha is still in the grave. Muhammad is still in the
Sing it!
This is for only one name. Who has the power to save? Once was a slave, he set me free. Paid the whole price, no that ain't cheap. Laid on his life.
Grab your ear.
If I think about it, I can't even speak many parts of that too.
He's alive.
He's coming back, so what up? Why did he marry his first?
He is alive. Emmanuel.
And when he returns, we'll cry. Jesus is the King and he's alive.
Hallelujah. Jesus is alive. We putting out that frequency.
Hallelujah, praise the name above all names. We lift you high. All of the other guys, idols get cast aside. King of Kings, yes, you are up in the sky. Say they get swept by high righteous and bona fide. Lay in the hands, give the sight to the blind. Darkness is terrified, trembling at his sight. Call on your name, Lord, let there be light. You hear the trumpets, got soldiers, they down around. All of my counterparts gathered at night. I go to war for my God, we against all the odds. We're paid, he can come at the night. Yeah, like a water park for my Lord and Savior. It's no ends here, but once we finna slide. Soldiers, we ride, and it's cause Jesus is the King and he's alive. Hallelujah, Jesus is alive. I look at the grave and the stones on the side. Me and my
You better come on up out of here. You better come on up out of here. What's up, 79?
for you. Been reflecting on all that I did do. Now I know that I would die for you.
So this week,
you always been there, you been down from the joke. Believed in the vision when it was just us. We started a movement and it wasn't much, but we always knew that we were the ones. And you were so patient when I put in time. And trusting each other, we've been on the climb. We put in the work so the message could shine. And I got your back so I know you got mine. And I would die for you. You been there through the highs and the lows. And you been there when we had nothing to show. This is my heart and this is my soul. Yeah, I'm trying to find some truth, oh yeah. And I'm here on this. We're gonna make it, I promise. Listen, I would die for you. Listen, I will live out my whole life for you. Been reflecting on all that I did do. Now I know that I will die for you. Die for you. Listen, I will die for you. Yeah. Listen, I will live out my whole life for you. Been reflecting on all that I did do. Now I know that I will die for you. Die for you. You will be there for the karma. You won't be the same with the commas. You won't be the same with design. You don't switch up, not with the drama. Started growing from the basement. You've been real, yeah, never basic. You been steady through all of the changes. Now we here, yeah, now we made it. And I remember all those nights. Stars up in the
come on up out of here. Come on up out of here, baby.
What's his name?
A throwback.
Yeah, that's great.
Hello.
One nation, one power.
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 We honor the holy order.
We under the holy order. We under the holy order.
We honor the holy order. The holy order from the beginning, yeah, that's in Genesis. Wanna talk about behind my back, you ain't offending me, you kidding me? See, we live the scripture, we never play victim, holding on to sin, let them go, don't grip them, rebuke it, dismiss them, don't move like a pilgrim, it's all about the order, all the way down to your children, foundation is the most high, that's how you start building, and if it ain't that, it gon' collapse from the ceiling, feel that Holy Spirit, repent, get baptized, don't let nobody tell you lie to do otherwise. It's the holy order, Melchizedek, you know the vibe. This for all the nations upon the earth, in the 12 tribes. If you teach and hate, you won't survive. You won't be alive. Being loose, one on the truth, you gotta pick a side. Follow your shire, so you know what side that I decide. Reading not the sick, and precept, don't be surprised. All the wrong that I done did, I'm blessed that I didn't die. I know it's a biggie, cause y'all hypnotized. All my people walking around dead, but they look alive. My people stay mentally, yeah, I'm talking in their mind. One nation, one power.
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 We honor the holy order.
We under the holy order. We under the holy order. We under the holy order. Come on, everybody. One more before we get started. One more, baby. All right, Samuel.
We under the holy order. We under the holy order. We under the holy order. One nation, one power. The Church of Christ under the holy order. We under the holy order. We under the holy order. We under the holy order. One nation, one power. The Church of Christ under the holy order. We represent the holy order. walking in the footsteps of our forefathers. Holiness, unto the Lord, the Church of Christ. We don't want to grow. We teaching love, we teach forgiveness, we teach repentance and baptism. We teach compassion, we teach faith. We love all God's children, we don't teach hate. We putting in work in these last days, and if you're going hard in Messiah's name, yeah, we teaching how to enter through the straight gate. We teaching all nations, this ain't about race. We under that holy order. We under that holy order. We under that holy order. One nation, one power, the Church of Christ under the holy order. All right, black to collar. We under the holy order. We under the holy order. We under the holy order. One nation, one power, the Church of Christ under the holy order. Spirit, don't move, saints, keep the faith. Keep growing in the spirit, church, elevate. Ain't no plateauing, we growing every day. Get in the spirit of Paul and let's finish the race. We striving every day, trying to get it right. And our main goal is eternal life, and the mansions of our Father for eternity. We'll never die again, we'll live eternally. We teaching love, we teach forgiveness. We teach repentance and baptism. We teach compassion. We teach faith. We love all God's children. We don't teach hate. Yeah, we under the holy order. We don't teach hate. We stand up against hate. So when you hear me all here going off on some of these comments of these racist bastards, these cavemen, these black cavemen, these Canaanites, and these white Canaanites, they all the same. You see, they got the same disposition. They got the same attitude. All right, Elder Quadash, they the same. They the same low-frequency Canaanites, half human and half reptile. They the same, just wearing different skin color. That's why we bring in the buck spread. 2 Thessalonians 1:8. Jesus Christ bringing the buck spray. It's fire. We bringing the buck spray. I'm letting all the bugs know. We gonna clean this planet of the bugs. It hurt all of us. That's why their time is up. They know their time is up because they watching me. All right, let me teach. The reason why God gave us the book of Leviticus is because the book of Leviticus is teaching man and woman morality. The book of Leviticus, you can write this down. It is the book of morality. The reason the churches rejected the book of Leviticus was because they were rejecting morality. They didn't want nobody to tell them that they can't bang their sister. They didn't want nobody to tell them that they can't bang their first cousin. They didn't want nobody telling them that they can't sleep with children. They didn't want nobody telling them that they can't rape women. They didn't want nobody telling them that they can't or they shouldn't practice witchcraft. They didn't want nobody telling them what to do. So that is why the Christian church absolutely rejected the book of Leviticus, because they did not want to teach the world morality. They've been teaching the world debauchery. Debauchery. They did not want to be told how to live
their lives. But guess what? They were not being told how to live their lives. They were given an option. Choose you this day whom you shall serve. The Father didn't make it mandatory for them. He just put it out there and said, choose you, life or death. So they chose death and then tried to teach the rest of the world death in an underhanded way. Give me in the seal portion where the Father tells us that we misunderstood and we was deceived about the birth of Christ, saying that Mary slept with an angel that brought forth Jesus Christ. And he said the Father would never do such a thing. The Father would never sleep with one of his daughters. Bring it out. The Father said in sealed portion that you've been lied to about the birth of Jesus Christ, that he would never have incest with one of his daughters. He cannot break his word. In the book of Leviticus, he gave you the law of not sleeping with your daughter. But because of the Christian church, you see, they don't have first cousins. Gentiles don't have first cousins. There's no such thing. Only people on earth still talk about their cousins is us. Now, this has come among you from wise stewards of the accounts which you have been given. For the Father would do no such thing unto one of his daughters. And there is no God. And there is no God in the heavens that would do such a thing. Seal portion 3466. Let that marinate. There is no God in heaven that would sleep with one of his daughters. You hear me, Yah? There is no God in heaven. You see, he said in heaven. Why do you have to make that specific? Why did God have to say in heaven? Because down here on this earth, these men, these animals, the Bible says that a man can turn into a natural brute beast, an animal, and sleep with everything. The dog, the cat, the goat, the bat, the rat, the skunk. You see, they tried to sleep with the crocodile, and the crocodile ate her. The crocodile was smart in that zoo. The crocodile said, hell no, I don't sleep with heathen. I'm going to be nice. Crocodile said, Rah! He was saying, I don't sleep, but these speak evil of the things which they know not, and what they know naturally as brute beasts. In those things, they corrupt themselves. They're animals. They are animals. Without God, a man is an animal. You That's what the croc said. Croc said, ho, I don't sleep with Ada. Found her in the belly of the crocodile. Trying to reach in there and pull out the crocodile's private parts. Crocodile said, get your damn hand off of me, ho. This ain't mating season. That's what the crocodile said. Crocodile said, ho, don't you know I'm supposed to be in the water gurgling before I try to give me some? He up there trying to eat the dead chickens. And here she come, grabbing on his nuts. Crocodile said, hell no, nigga. You white nigga. You out of here. Ate her. Damn shame. If you're asleep with a crocodile, my God, you'll sleep with everything. Out there in that ocean water, trying to bang the shark. They out there. I was trying to figure out spilling the beans. Why they out there butt naked that deep down there in that water? Why are you down that deep in the bikini? The bikini's supposed to be up there on the beach, right? Supposed to be up there in the shallows where the men can see it. Well, I guess today where the other women can see it. But now we got pictures of them down there 20,000 leagues under the sea where they ain't got no damn business being. What they down there doing? Messing with the damn whales. That's why they get their butt bit and chase the hell out the ocean. Oh, the damn whales and the sea lions say, get your behind out my water, you hoe. They don't even want it. Come on out here. Trying to take that debauchery to the ocean. Ocean don't want you. That's why I don't want you talking to the dolphins. Because the dolphins will spill the beans. You hear me? That's why they don't want you guys talking to the dolphins. The dolphins will spill the beans. You get down there with a cup of coffee, down there on that dock, that dolphin gonna come up there and start, what you say, dolphin? I'm like, dolphin, these people up here freaky as hell. Dolphin gonna give me a hole, dolphin gonna spill the beans. They've been out here in the ocean trying to do us, trying to turn us out, trying to turn Stevie into Lucy. They've been out here trying to turn us out for years. That's why they don't want you talking to us, because they know we're going to tell you everything they've been doing. They're some freaky bastards. That's what the damn dolphin's going to tell you. Dolphin's going to say, you guys up there, be careful. You up there with some freaky bastards. And we've been deep down in the ocean for a while now, and we trying to stay away from these bastards. They horny, they nasty. One of them died trying to sleep with one of them manta rays. The manta ray stomach. What the hell? What you doing that close to the manta ray's tail? Everybody felt sorry for him. I didn't feel sorry for that bastard. You got no damn business being down there around the back end of the manta ray tail, the most dangerous part of the manta ray. What you doing down there? Explain to me what you doing down there looking under the manta ray's tail, and the manta ray strike you and you die, and everybody feels sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him. Don't no grown man on this planet got no business being down there around the manta ray's tail. The hell wrong with you? I'm trying to wake you guys up to what's going on. These people, they gotta be wiped off the earth. They gotta be wiped off the earth. When they stop, when God removed the yoke of their slavery off of us, they said, damn, we gotta enslave something. We can't just be living our life regular. What we gonna do, Joey? We gonna go to Africa. What we gonna do? Build some cages. What we gonna do? We gonna call them zoos. And we gonna make some money off of it, but it's really gonna be a prison for animals. It's gonna be slavery for the lion, slavery for the tiger, slavery for the bear, slavery for the monkey, slavery for the peacock, slavery for the hippo. These damn people went out there and enslaved all of God's creation and put them in zoos. And they pay you to go down there with your little baby and walk the concrete and see the animals in the zoos as slaves. These people have enslaved the whole planet, enslaved the gorilla, enslaved the wombat, enslaved the snake, enslaved the cockroach. These people so bad, they got what you call ant farms. They took and put the ants inside of a box with some sand, and they selling you the enslaved ants. They have enslaved the whole world. Wake up. You can see it now, huh? That's right. He that leadeth in Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Cain and his seed is the one responsible. You see it now, don't you? Now, I just showed you. Silver potion. Put it up again. 34. God said there was no angel that came down and slept with Mary, because Mary was an angel in the flesh. No. Now this has come among you from unwise stewards of the accounts which you have been given, for the Father would never do such a thing to one of his daughters. And there is no God in heaven that would do such a thing. To put that, there you go. I want to get that first, because these people play on our intelligence, because they dumbed us down so much. They believe that we're going to believe whatever they added to our records or whatever they took out of our records. Get your pencil and get your paper. We're going for a ride. Go with me first to paper number 119 in the Urantia. the seventh bestowal, the seventh and final bestowal. The seventh and final bestowal. Paper 119. We're going to start at where it says the public announcement. I want to show you how these Canaanites had their hands in all our records. Cain is the one that showed them what to put in our records. They Canaanites. They are the cursed seed. That's why they're running around trying to convince you that they are the blessed seed. If you're blessed, you ain't got to try to prove it. You ain't got to run around trying to say it. You're blessed, you're just blessed. That's it. You ain't got to show it off. You ain't got to be out there in public tap dancing like Louis Vanago Bellini. You just blessed. You ain't got to run around always trying to convince the world. I'm the chosen people. We the chosen people. That right there is psychological warfare. When somebody got to go out of their way to continually try to throw it in your face that they somebody that they not, that's the sign right there that they not who they say they are. You ain't got to put on a special suit and walk around looking like a loot. You just who you are. You're blessed and highly favored. You ain't got to try to show it off, convince people every time you speak. You're just blessed. The public announcement. I got something for them at the end of this lesson. The public announcement that Michael had selected Urantia, that means Earth, as the theater for his final bestowal was made shortly after we learned about the default of Adam and Eve. And thus, for more than 35,000 years, your world occupied a very conspicuous place in the councils of the entire universe. There was no secrecy aside from the incarnation mystery connected with any step in the Urantia or Earth bestowal, from first to last, up to the final and triumphant return of Michael to Salvington as supreme universe sovereign. There was the fullest universe publicly of all that transpired on your small but highly honored world. While we believe that this world would be the method, we never know until the time of the event itself that Michael would appear on Earth as a helpless infant of the realm. Therefore, had he always appeared as a fully developed individual of the personality group of the bestowal selection, and it was a thrilling announcement which was broadcast from Salvington, telling that the babe of Bethlehem had been born on Urantia. Michael, being born
on earth. Incarnation. All of the 144,000 are incarnate beings, demigods. Let me say it again. All of the 144,000 that came from heaven to the earth are all incarnate spiritual warrior gods now in the flesh. That's why the veil was placed on your mind, so you wouldn't remember who you were in the heavens, so that you can play out who you not on this earth. Until now. Because now you're learning who you are. While we believe that this would be the method, we never knew until the time of the event itself that Michael would appear on earth as a helpless infant of the realm. Therefore, he has always appeared as a fully developed individual of the personality group of the bestowal selections. And it was a thrilling announcement which was broadcast from Salvington, telling that the babe of Bethlehem had been born on earth. This is not talking about Jesus Christ. And we then not only realize that our Creator and friend was taking the most precarious step in all his career, apparently risking his position and authority on this bestowal as a helpless infant. But we also understood that his experience in this final and mortal bestowal would eternally enthrone him as the undisputed and supreme sovereign of the universe of Napadon. For a third of a century of earth time, all eyes in all parts of this local universe were focused on Urantia. All intelligences realized that the last bestowal was in progress, and as we had long known of the Lucifer Rebellion and Santania, and of the Caligastia disaffection on Urantia, we well understood the intensity of the struggle which would ensue when our ruler condescended to incarnate on Urantia in the humble form and likeness of mortal flesh. All hell broke loose on this earth. Makes sense why they still tracking us. Why they set up COINTELPRO. Never let a black messiah rise. Makes sense now. Joshua ben Joseph, the Jewish baby. Go ahead and get a laugh. The what? The what baby? The Canaanite baby? Nah, this ain't no damn Canaanite job here. Sorry. You Canaanites. The what baby? The Hebrew baby.
The Hebrew baby. Ain't no that. Somebody give me that in the Bible. I'm sick of this mess. Somebody give me. The only time the word Jewish is mentioned in the Bible is connected with fables. Make believe. That's the only time it's mentioned. Get it? God trying to show you. These people play make believe. They've been playing you since 1400. So they wouldn't let you read or write. They took your identity. Negro, wake up! Ain't no damn Jewish people in the Bible. Only spoken of one time. And their name is connected to fables. Make believe. That's what they're doing right now. Playing make believe. Playing like they you. That's why they didn't want no basketball players speaking up, no football players speaking up, no baseball players saying a damn thing about who you really are. Titus 1:14, not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. Stop. What are they? Fables. Make believe. This ain't putting nobody down. This is called the truth, idiot. They took your records and they took the name Hebrews or Israelites completely out of your records and then put the name Jewish. And now they know we know they Canaanites. The book of Revelations tell us that they are Canaanite Jews. And no Canaanite has any place in the house of the Lord except they repent, accept the king, be water baptized, and keep the commandments. So, right here, Joshua ben Joseph is a black Hebrew child. Let that marinate. Taking back our records and our histories. It's easy to see who acting like God's people and who acting like the devil's people. It's easy. The devil's children are destroying the earth. You know how much oil they dumping? Leviathan gotta come up because they dumping so much oil down in the ocean over there that he ain't gonna be able to breathe. What people carry the characteristics of God and what people carry the characteristics of Satan? Satan came to steal, kill, and destroy. I cannot think of any other people on earth that has not happened to, but us. These people are the children of the devil by their very actions. They thief cometh not but to steal. Are they guilty of stealing? They trying to steal Iran's oil now. And to kill. Are they killing? And to destroy. Did they just bomb a school with a bunch of school children in it? This ain't nothing new. They started with us first. 1500s, killing us, taking our land. They ain't never stopped. Wake up! To bragging about hunting people. They still lynching us. They ain't never stopped. The only thing gonna stop them is us when we come back after the coronation. They the devil's children. And they right in your face. And they always try to justify murder. That's why the kinderhook plates taught us that murder is in their heart. They half human and half reptile. They're not real humans. They have no compassion. They don't know what empathy is. You can't figure them out. They are the children of the devil. They are the destroyers of earth. You so blind, you can't even see they destroying the earth. Drilling here, drilling there, wasting oil here, wasting oil there. They don't give a damn. Selling fake rocks, what you call diamonds, are nothing more than rocks. Remember, in the kinderhook plates, God told the man of God, Philahai, that told Nephilim not to kill them all. But he had a wise future purpose for him. In the kinderhook plates, God told the Nephilim to only kill the men. Do not kill the women and the children. Because he got a plan. He gonna use them in the last days. And they are doing exactly what he wants them to do. So now let's read this with the knowledge and not ignorance. Joshua ben Joseph, the Hebrew baby, or the Israelite baby. Stop. Give me Genesis 15, 13 and 14. Joshua ben Joseph, the Hebrew or Israelite baby, was conceived and was born into the world, just as other babies before and since, except that this particular baby was the incarnation. Stop. Look at that. Born what? Just like what? All other babies. According to Seal Portion 34, when the baby came out the womb and took his first breath, the spirit entered into the body of the baby. All of you born the same way. Let me let that marinate. Everybody that comes from God is conceived the same way. Your spirit is sent from heaven. And now, you think that this meaning that the spirit of John was already in the body that had been created for him by his earthly parents. But I say unto you that the spirit does not enter the body, except it be when the body exiteth the womb and taketh its first breath. All of you was conceived the same way. All of you. You're not from earth. You're from heaven. You're from the planet Mahalir. You learned yesterday the name of the world that you resided on that you were trained on, that you were brung up on. So you came from the planet Ma'alil. The Canaanites came from Cain, earthborn, half human, half reptile. They are earthborn. You guys are from above. That's right, Bears. You guys are from above. They are from beneath. Didn't Jesus tell them that? Jesus said, I am from above, and you are from beneath. He was talking to the Canaanites. He told them, you are just, John 8:44. He said, you are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. Who was that? Cain. And he said unto them, you are from beneath, I am from above. You are of this world, and I am not of this world. That applies to all of you. All of you. Wake up. You are literally the gods. Wake up. Wake up. The world that you come from is not the world that they come from. Give me Supposing 88 and 45. I'm going to show you. We did not organize religion. The Canaanites organized religion. And the false prophet is all of the organized religions upon the earth that have been organized by the hand of man, that they might subject the souls of the children of God, the ones from above, to their pretended precepts and commandments. Stop! You from above. They set up religion on the earth so that they can subject you to their fake religions, to enslave you psychologically and physically, to keep you carnally minded and in your flesh like them. That's why they always pushing sex. They always pushing getting high. They always pushing fighting. They trying to keep you in a low frequency, a low vibration. And that's what the data centers are for. To keep you carnally minded. Because the book of Romans 8 and 9, I think, says to be carnally minded is death. But to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So they hitting you with television. Filthy, nasty, degrading rap music. Country music. The most wicked music on the planet is love music. The most wicked, you think rap music is the most wicked music. No, love music is the most wicked music on the planet. Because it keeps you entertaining your flesh. You become carnally minded when you listen to love music. There's nothing spiritual about love music. It's a frequency. It's to keep you carnally minded. When you play godly music, it keeps you on a godly frequency. You just got to go and find what vibrates with you. You got to hunt. You got to do like I do. I don't listen to any music that just because it's talking about God, if it don't have a frequency that touches me in my spirit, in my soul, I don't want to listen to it. I won't listen to it because to me, it's not benefiting me. It got to touch my soul like this. To make me want to pray, want to walk, want to jump, want to dance.
God said not yet. I done seen dark days, cold nights.
Hallelujah!
God was in control the whole time. Ain't worried about nothing. Came from the bottom where we really had nothing.
Now I'm on fire, baby. Hit my spirit, hit my soul, get me fired up for God. Want to live right, want to walk right.
I grew up where survival was the only
yeah, man.
With pain in your chest, make your
now I'm connected to the Spirit of God.
Loyalty soul, where young boys die before they get old. Seen trials when the bills came due. Seen real ones change, didn't know what to do. Had nights I prayed not knowing if God heard, but He was working even when He.
You got to know the difference. Some music is tailored to minister to your flesh. God's music, when it's anointed and sung by the right person, is not meant to entertain your flesh, but it's meant to hit your spirit. It's a difference. All music not the same. Some music is made for your spirit, your soul, and other music is made for your flesh.
Who was not found in the tomb. I've been there. The tomb is empty. He was seen alive by over 500 eyewitnesses who wrote down accurate accounts. We saw the man who hung on the cross.
When I was in the world, I listened to flesh music. Now I'm serving God.
Jesus is the King and He's alive. Hallelujah. Jesus is alive. I looked at the grave and the stones were aside. As for me and my life, we will serve the Christ. Is He hallelujah? Jesus is alive. Buddha is still in the grave. Muhammad is still in the grave.
Now, when the spiritual music hit your spirit, there's going to be a range of emotions. You're going to want to cry, cry. You're going to want to shout, shout. You're going to want to run, run. You're going to want to dance, dance for God.
Too much stress on my mind and my chest.
Hallelujah!
Paycheck gone before the sun even sets. Cold world, yeah, don't get rest. Too much weight I've been holding.
You put on the right music When you're doing the dishes, baby, let me teach you something. When you're doing the dishes, the Holy Ghost will hit you. And you walk away and just take a walk, having a flashback of where you was and where you are now. In your house, without no damn church. Because the church is you. I'm a walk, oh baby, oh my God. I remember being locked away like a dog, 23 and a half hours a day, locked in prison. I remember, and I'm looking at where I'm in today. Oh God, thank you. You brought me from a mighty long way. I used to get up every day selling PCP and smoking PCP every day. But now I can get up and I ain't got no addiction whatsoever. Don't need to go get a drink. Don't need to go look for the crack man. So I look back over my life when I hear this godly music. I look at where I come from. I look at what I've been through. Come on out here. Pay attention to your music. If you want to spiritually grow, put on the right worship music and you'll grow. The time that you give to God, that's right. Because spirits are connected to the worldly music. You invite demons into your house every time you listen to worldly music. Let's finish this. Joshua ben Joseph, the Hebrew or the Israelite baby, was conceived and was born into the world just as all other babies before and since, except that this particular baby was the incarnation of Michael of Nebadiah, a divine son of paradise, and the creator of all this local universe of things and beings. Stop. We are the creators of this universe. We are the gods of this universe. There are 619 worlds in this universe. And every world got his own sun and his own moon. We are the ones responsible for this universe and this earth that you're living on now. This is what Cain and the Canaanites have been trying to keep you from this knowledge. You are the gods. The son of paradise and the creator of all this local universe of things and beings. And that's mystery. See, it's a mystery of the incarnation of deity within the human form of Jesus. Same thing Jesus did. He was already somebody He didn't come down here to be the Son of God. He was already the Son of God. Wake up. These people down here want us to believe that we need them to become somebody. No, we don't. We don't need them to become nothing. We are already the sons and daughters of God before you even went to a church, before you even knew Jesus, before you even heard the gospel. You was already a son and daughter of God, waiting to be activated. Jeremiah was already a prophet. He didn't have to go to school. He didn't need no cemetery school. Wake up. Only the Canaanites need a cemetery school because they earthborn. God called Jeremiah and told him, I knew you before you was formed in your mother's belly. And I ordained me a prophet to the nations. Where did he ordain him? In heaven. Seal portion 9. He was ordained in heaven and sent to the earth with all of his knowledge of who he was taken. He went through life just like everybody else until the day he got his calling. He was activated. Joel was activated. All the prophets, Malachi, they was already prophets in heaven before they came to earth. When they came to the earth, they had the veil placed over their mind. So they didn't know who they were no more until God spoke to them and told them who they are. That's the reason for the church. The church is running interception. They trying to intercept you from becoming who God already ordained you to be. So, Joshua ben Joseph is as Azrael. He is Michael, incarnated. Go now to the Song of God, chapter 13. I had to do all that before I can even go into this record. Now remember, there is no God in heaven that would ever sleep with his daughter. Now, speculations of the gods. Angels greet the father and his daughter. Stop. What I just showed you, this is not his physical daughter. This is Mahalina, the daughter of the one, and Aretta. She looks up to Azrael as a father figure because of what they went through in the abyss with the Eos and the Antipod, who became Yaldabaoth. Are you guys with me? We at a place now, everything I'm saying, it's on the inside of me. My memories are activated by this record. My memories are activated. Azrael and Mahalina is who this talking about. Angels greet the Azrael and his daughter. That's Mahalina. They husband and wife. That's not his real daughter. That's his beloved. That's what her name means. Mahalina means my beloved. Let us make at last a home in the mountains of Salah by the Amethyst Sea. I told my wife yesterday, I read this to her. She loved the mountains and she loved the ocean. She loved the ocean like you wouldn't believe. She loved to go sit out there on that sand in front of the ocean. My Kimda, right now. I mean, love like you wouldn't believe. The trees of Shamalu, the tail shimmers in the loving of the agenda. Speculation among the gods. Remember, the one and Areta did not tell the Elohim what their plans were. Remember? Remember he said, we're going to sit back and we're going to watch the reaction of the other gods. And there was only one God that said that the one is watching us to see our reaction. Speculation among the gods. The seven Amans of the celestial kingdom gather. This your home. The mystery of the Jan Mole, the gods and goddesses ponder the mysteries. Oh, Mahalil, that's your home planet. That's the name of the planet you guys are from. This planet is for the warrior gods. The agenda convene a council. Azrael speaks. The darkness stirs. Yaldabaoth will come seeking a great and troubling storm, mastering war to benefit heaven, guarding the archons from destruction, giving meaning to heaven's losses. Yaldabaoth to attack Olaha, Shenaha first, preparing for battle. Kranjin, fly to the abyss. The 5 observations of the gods. Shamdiel schemes, compelled by pride. Oh, this is going to be good. Are you ready? Put a number 5 in here if you're ready. Get you a drink of water, baby. Get you a drink of water. Remember, Mahalina and Ezrala. Ezrala is Joshua ben Joseph. This is before Earth. You guys are here. You are living as spirits on Mahalil. You here. Above the waters of the sea, beside the amber plains, where fields of flowers softly bowed beneath the gentle rains, stood the host of angels singing beneath a graying sky. Hopeful hearts, most eager, waiting to greet the agenda. Remember, the agenda is Azraela and Mahalina. They are the first of their kind. This is where you guys come from. This union created all of the souls in this universe. Came at once a mighty rushing which drove the clouds apart, dappled sunlight on the fields, which brightened every heart. Softly rose the happy chorus, their anthems greatly pealing, resounding deeply o'er the dale, fraught with the tender feelings. 10,000 angels at a glance, each filled with expectation, hopeful, joyful, shining, souls full of approbation. When at last there quietly came the father and his daughter. Who was that? Azraela and Mahalina. Remember, they are not father and daughter. They are husband and wife. Walking softly by the sea, beside the sparkling water. Great the joy. The angels leap and in the heavens fly, twirling, swirling, pirouettes across the bluing sky, chasing quick the clouds along. They fell from towering heights, 10,000 angels filled with joy, their bodies glowing bright, sweeping low across the sea, racing o'er the water, racing, singing, happy, greeting the father and his daughter, greeting Azraela and Mahalina. Such the greeting the gods were given, midst light and joyful song, which made the two most kindly smile as angels raced along. Then spoke the father to his daughter. Then spoke Azraela to his wife, in words most deeply knowing, which caused the child to sweetly dream, to fill her heart with glowing. Let us make at last a home, and there both soft abide, where we can live and find our rest when working side by side. Is that what you're doing, Omar and Daphne Felix? Working side by side. Let us dress our home with beauty, from ground to lofty rafter, to strengthen well our sweet abode, when shook by mighty laughter, a place of welcome and repose, a place of warmth and light, a place of joy and hopeful dreams, a place forever bright. And round our home, well, surely plant a garden filled with flowers, with shrubs of green and trees made tall, which rise like mighty towers. My wife said yesterday, the soul never forgets. The soul is the same. A lot of you guys are doing the same things here that you did there. We got 3 gardens on this property because where she came from, she had a garden. For there the wind shall dance and play, and birds most sweetly sing. And all that lives shall safely dwell within our gardens green. And through our land shall rivers flow, and springs and brooks entwine. And here shall angels find a home and sing their songs sublime. This is our home. This is where we're going back to. There shall purple mountain. I'm reading about your garden. Did you hear me? In heaven. There shall purple mountain. You're going to see how big it is. There shall purple mountains rise. Their lofty summits crowned with sparkling snows. There you go. It's snow, which softly melt to flow down sacred ground. So let us make at last a home where we shall safe abide, and there we'll live and find our rest when working side by side. A place of calm, a place of myrrh, a place of sweet delight, a place which we can call our home, which shines forever bright. So call the angels from afar, and let their anthems sing. Let their voices shout with joy, and make the heavens ring. What say you now? How speaks your heart? What thoughts most inward lie? For I would build for us a home beneath the blowing sky. Such were the words of Azrael, spoke to his one and only daughter, Mahalina, his one and only wife. When they enjoy most quietly stroll beside the sparkling water, and being in agreement, the Azrael and the Mahalina did go unto the mountains of Selah, and in the valley of great beauty, which valley was bordered in its southernmost part by the Amethyst Sea, they fashioned a small but pleasing home, and there fell into the valley a great many waterfalls, whose veils gave birth to a host of rainbows, which did most brightly shine to dress in most colorful splendor the gardens of the land. For there surrounded the home a garden of great size, being in its measurements some 12 miles long and 12 miles wide, containing within its boundaries marvels and wonders far greater than the tongue can speak or the pen can write. And seeing that the home was good and finally made, the Azrael and the Mahalina did enter in, and there did they make their abode, to fill the house with beauty and song. And upon the mountains of Selah did there come to dwell a congregation of cherubim, whereby they might dwell nigh unto the Mahalina, perchance to give to her some good and happy service. Now, on a certain day, did the Azrael go unto the southernmost part of the garden beside the Amethyst Sea. And there did he fashion a strange and wondrous oracle. And casting it upon the ground, there sprung up immediately from out of the earth the trees of Shemalu, which trees were made of finely shaped crystals, which rose up some 100 feet above the ground, causing that whensoever the sun should shine upon them, even then would the crystals refract the light, making to appear before the eye a canopy of rainbow light, which like leaves did dance and flutter in the airs round about. Seeing therefore the trees of Shemalu, Mahalina did fairly swoon, and there did she seduce the Azrella. You guys, this part ain't for the kids. There did Mahalina did fairly swoon, and there did she seduce the Azrella to lay with him side by side, opening wide the gates of her soul, whereby she might receive into herself the joys of Peshkala. Such was the creating of Mahalil and the home wherein the agenda did live. Stop. Here you guys come. You guys made just like Mahalina and Azrella. Such was the creating of Mahalil, that's the planet, and the home wherein the agenda did live, and in the loving of the Azrella and his Mahalina were the very heavens made wide awake. That's how much power they got. They got so much power. They got so much love that they love when they start opening up their heart to each other, the whole universe feels it. Where the very heavens made wide awake to perceive through the tail the rising up of something new and filled with mystery. For in the beginning of the agenda, when the Azrella was made to dwell in the abyss, and there most nobly struggle against the Eidos and the Antipod, even in those fearsome moments did the tail tremble, revealing to all the gods that in the womb of endless night did there erupt a great battle between the evil and the good. Stop. That's how much power they've got. When they was in the abyss, the tail is a portal, the door to another dimension. Everybody outside of the abyss felt everything that Azrella went through. Yet, on this evil and on that good, did the gods most ill perceive, for such knowledge was hidden deep in the mystery of the one and Areta together, causing that the gods of heaven should possess no sure knowledge of the antipod or the agenda. But he didn't want them to know what he was doing. The agenda is Azrella, a new warrior god. The antipod is going to become Yaldabaoth. He didn't want the other gods to know what he was doing. Them Negroes was comfortable. But in that moment, when goodness made love to goodness, B'nai the trees of Shamalot, when Mahalina did take to herself the passions of the Azrella, even then did the tail shimmer with excitement and holy lust, revealing to all the gods the presence of something new and wondrous, strange, causing that throughout the seven glories of the celestial kingdom should even all the gods and goddesses engage in deep and joyful speculation regarding the meaning of all these things, meeting within their quorums to share most eager thoughts, wondering first among themselves the meaning of such fearsome struggles as did erupt between the darkness and the light within the great abyss, and secondly, to wonder among themselves concerning such lustful passions as did cause the very heavens to shimmer with delight. Who got this power? And there was convened a great gathering of gods and goddesses, and there presided among them the seven Amans of the heavenly hosts, each according to their several councils. From the council of El, Jor-El, did there preside both Curiel and Miriel. From the council of El Colabri did there preside Shuliel and Exanel. From the council of El Ramadi presided Damiel and Bitliel. From the council of Shem El Karim presided Shandiel and Doriel. From the council of El Kashi presided Pajmiel and Hashimiel. From the council of Elolam presided Henliel and Bashiel. And from the council of Elohim presided Noel and Galindriel. These then were the seven Amans which presided among all the gods and goddesses, which were most happily gathered to discuss among themselves the mysteries which move within the tale. For the mysteries within the tale did they call the John Mali. The John Mali. Consider then what the John Malay should mean. For in the mysteries of the John Malay were all things, events, histories, and persons recorded and firmly held through the binding codes of Kasdas Ruya, which binding codes did move the keys of the Zemagaya in most subtle fashion, permitting that persons of one era should move through the veils of space and time to touch the people of another era, and this only for their good. For in the mysteries of John Mali did God reach back to ages past to change the distant future, and this through the wisdom of all the gods together. And so there gathered the councils of the seven lights, both gods and goddesses, being eager to know the mystery which lay unseen, but which all could plainly feel, discerning through the tale something fierce and dreadful, and then again something filled with love and gentle passions. Yet to this mystery was there added still another, for it was observed that among the sons of Ashengard was one seen missing, and where it went could none discern through the wonders of the tale. Now, as the gods and the goddesses did gather and did most deeply ponder, even so on Mahalil did the agenda, both Azrael and Mahalina convene together the heavenly hosts. Thus did they gather round and about the whole of the agenda, the host of the Agalafim and the Seraphim, the Koshandai and the Karen Jin, and to these were also added the cherubim, which gathered close around the Mahalina. And to the whole gathering did the Ezra speak, saying, Hear, Almighty, and be most attentive, for so there shall fall upon us the day of battle and of war, when we, as one, must hold at bay the darkness which the nemesis of God would impose upon us. This is why we was created. This is why they're scared of you. For even now does the darkness stir, midst great perplexities, being unable himself to seize hold the Eidos. For in the stilling away of the dark oracle did the Eidos return again to his former state to prove himself as something scattered, impermanent, vaporous, and incorporeal, and being unable to subdue his former master, even the Lord of darkness shall seek to seize my person, whereby forged through threats and violence and alliance between us, whereby he might storm the gates of heaven to destroy us altogether. Yet, in the woe of endless night, throughout the depths of the great abyss, shall he prove unable to find me. And so, thereafter, shall he come looking, chasing through the veils of time, the path which leads to her. Ooh. Oh my God, he hate him. He hate Mahalina. He hate Azrael. For I would not have you prove yourselves unknowing, but would myself forewarn you. For it is appointed by the God beyond that there should come against the heavenly abode a great and troubling storm, which storm shall shake with fury against the heavenly place, to threaten the beauty and wonder of all our many glories, that in the very shaking of the heavens there might fall away the seeds of complacency, tedium, and mediocrity. Write that down. That is what the one was tired of. They had become complacent, mediocre, didn't want to think they needed to achieve anything else. They was happy where they was. Marshmallow eating, apple pie eating. Thus, they was comfortable. You see, when Mahalina and Azrael started displaying love, affections toward each other, you see, it affected all of heaven. See that? Did you see that? This second, I read it yesterday. Here they are, loving each other, and their love is touching all of the other gods. Did they forget about love? Were they operating in this false love? Because the way it sounded to me, they had forgot about intimate love. Remember, the one is behind all of this. He's the one that created Ezrela and Mahalina just for this purpose. Thus shall it fall to us to play the game of war. Stop! I'm going to stop right there. Thus shall it fall to us to now play the game of war. There we go. There we go. He's bringing excitement, struggle back to heaven to make it exciting and not boring. Thus shall it fall to us to play the game of war and to master all its parts, that by our deep and cunning efforts we might permit the demiurge to win a little, gain a little, to shake the whole of heaven. Stop! There you go, baby. There you go, baby. Why? Because when you think about it, the way he talk about how he made Azarella to be a dredge and Mahalina fighting the nemesis head on, and she a woman, and she right there matching him. Can you imagine what the Azarella would do? It will be over. I prayed about this. When we read about the war last week and this week, I asked the Father, I said, why did you create me if you did not allow me to destroy Yaldabaoth in the battle? There you go right there. It's supposed to be a continual thing in heaven to keep everybody right. The demurge, to permit the demurge to win a little, gain a little, to shake the whole of heaven. Now, this is the mystery. All the rest of the gods, they don't know this. All the rest of the gods, they don't know this. Causing that all who live therein might see anew the beauty and wonder of all their glory. Gonna wake them up, which beauty and wonder might be lost because of such fierceness as Yaldabaoth might hurl against them. Now you're gonna have to fight for it. You ain't taking heaven for granted no more. You might lose it. Thus shall the fear of so great a loss, listen, thus shall the fear of so great a loss cause the gods to see afresh this heaven in which they dwell, causing that they should cherish still more deeply the eternal and divine, becoming through the fear of loss more determined in holding on to that which makes the heavens shine. Get off your butt. Let us therefore master well our parts, for it is not given that any of us can perish because of battle or of war. For we possess in ourselves the keys of Zema KANYA, but of the archons. It is not known already that they themselves can perish. Stop! Hello! I gotta stop right there for a minute. There you go, baby. There you go. You can't die, but we're going to fight a battle that they think we can die.
Too much stress, but I know you know. Too much stress, I'm a man in my chest. Trying to do my best, but I still feel depressed. Paycheck gone before the sun even sets. Cold world, yeah, don't get rest. Too much weight, I've been holding it in. Smiling outside, but I'm breaking within. Lord, if I fall, would you pull me again? I need your peace like I need amen. Yeah. Two daughters looking at me like I got it all together, but inside I'm fighting storms in this cold, cold weather. Ring blue lights flicker, pressure getting thicker, trying to be a strong man, but the pain getting bigger. I've been praying on the Lord, nobody around. Lord, keep me steady when I'm sinking down. Psalm 34:18, yeah, it speaks to my soul. The Lord is close to the broken when I'm losing control. Paycheck to paycheck, I'm just trying to provide. But some nights I sit in silence, tears I can't hide. Not always depressed, but it visits my mind. Like, how much longer can you stay in the fight? Too much stress on my mind, in my chest. Trying to do my best, but
Come on, watch. Oh, it's gonna get better than this. Watch. He said, let us play our parts.
too much weight, I've been holding it in. Smiling outside, but I'm breaking within. Lord, if I fall, would you pull me again?
Let us therefore master well our parts. Because Yaldabaoth, he don't know this. For it is not given that any of us can perish because of battle or of war. For we possess in ourselves the keys of Zemagaya. Remember, when Azrael was down in the pit, in the abyss, with the Enos and the Antipod. Remember how they was beating him? Remember how they couldn't kill him? But he was down there with love, overcoming them, and they was using all their might trying to kill him, but they couldn't. Let us therefore master well all our parts, for it is not given that any of us can perish because of battle or of war. For we possess in ourselves the keys of Zemagaya, but of the archons it is known already that they themselves can perish. You read that in the war. Remember? Remember the archons was turned to glass and exploded? For the archons of God are made to master a fullness of 12 dimensions, but to the Demerge are there given some 19 dimensions in which to wage a bitter strife, but to Yaldabaoth alone is there given some 23 dimensions in which he might establish well his power over the sum of all his kind. Therefore, let us guard well the archons from destruction. From this truth to you I spake, knowing already your strength in enduring so hard a truth. For it is certain that some archons shall perish, regardless of our care, and some did. Be therefore resolved in giving meaning to so great a loss, to make the heavens shine like new, and to protect the sacred places wherein the gods do dwell. Thus shall those who perish add still some greater worth through the sacrifice of their life. Let the Krajigen go now unto the abyss, and thereby await the coming forth of Yaldabaoth. And when he is come forth, then send word to me through the workings of the tail. Remember, these angels are invisible. The only one that can see the Krajigen is Azarella. They down there at the edge of the abyss by the tail, gathering information from Yaldabaoth and the Demerge of what they gonna do before they do it. For I perceive that in going against the heavenly places, even Yaldabaoth shall strike first against Aloha Shenaba to shake it with his might. By this means shall he announce the coming of that fierce and relentless power which would break in pieces the kingdoms of the light, causing that the very gods should prove themselves astonished by so dread an act, being themselves caught unawares by the fearsome hatred of Yaldabaoth, creating in the heart of every god and goddess a great perplexity regarding the things which they should do. Here we go. He gonna shake up the original gods and goddesses. They got relaxed. They got complacent. Arise now, O great and mighty, for now is the day of rejoicing past regarding the celebration of this new and glorious world. And the day of preparation is come upon us. Get ready. Time to get ready. Let us then set forth to labor, that in defending well Olaha Shenaha, even then shall the presence and purpose of the agenda be announced unto all the gods of heaven. Stop. The one is not going to announce the agenda and his power and why he was created until Yaldabaoth and the Demerge make their move. So spoke the Azarella, and immediately did there fly away the host of the Krajigen to go themselves into the abyss, and there await the fearsome birth of Yaldabaoth, when he should leap full force out of the womb of endless night. But in the councils of the seven lights did the gods and the goddesses gather up the beginnings of a great and subtle mystery, to lay side by side the observations which they did see and feel. And among the gods and goddesses was there seen a great excitement, filled with speculation and happy wonder. For these 5 things did they all observe with the senses, are filled through the tale most certain. For it was seen already how that one of the sons of the Ashengard no longer shined among his brethren, being itself taken away to some unknown place where it might shine in a glory all of his own. And to this mystery was there added the vanishing away of some of the seraphim. And to this was there also known of the slipping away of Muriel Sunday Mahali, first and only sovereign of the Shulim, and with her a great many of the cherubim. These then did the gods add to the things which move most subtly through the tail, like dark and fearsome shadows, are which move saw upon loving passions, filled with tenderness and kind regard. Yet among all the gods did one alone scheme. Here we go. Always got a special Negro. Always got this is why he did it. This is why the one did it. Remember he said he gonna watch the reactions of the gods. This is why he did it. Always gotta have a dirty, underhanded, slick, always. I'm sick of them. When we take this earth, these people won't exist no more. Always gotta have a slick necromancer. Always. Yet among all the gods did one alone scheme and plot some deep and grand design, believing alone that if he should himself unravel the mystery for all to see, then would all gods and goddesses show forth the admiration of him. This necromancer's seeking glory, ain't he? He gonna be scared as hell when he find out that the Ezrella is the most powerful angel ever created. He gonna stooky in his damn pants. Believing amongst themselves that of all the gods which lived in heaven, surely Shamdiel was one most highly favored by the gods which dwell beyond. Oh, he can't just be equal with everybody else. He most highly favored. You hear this, Brother Omar? This necromancer. I'm gonna stop. This is the word I'm gonna start using from now on. Necromancer. You hear this necromancer? He most highly favored. He better than the rest of the gods. And so did Shamdiel go forth to seek, being himself driven and compelled by a fierce and hidden pride, to prove himself greater than all the rest, being himself consumed by an overzealous faith in the greatest of his own power and worth. Here we go. Break this necromancer off something. Forte, you guys want to stop there? You want to keep going? Chapter 14, preparing for war. Stop. All you guys are here. You living here. You here. All right. Preparing for war. The one and Azriela make a hidden barrier to protect Kola from Yaldabaoth. Yaldabaoth, powerful enough to attack Olaha, Shinaha, but not the celestial kingdom. Yaldabaoth to breach barriers in the future, mysteries, a portion for Amon's to solve. Shamdiel, self-appointed himself, Ruthanil, pleads with Shamdiel to let go of pride. Holy Quorum of four planned for the coming of Yaldabaoth. Yaldabaoth predicted to attack terrestrial realms first. Azrael is asked how he will defend Olaha Shinaba. Azrael reveals his plans, conducting the first war of heaven, permitting heaven to feel threatened, rescuing terrestrial life from destruction, terrestrial citizens to be given a choice, repelling the nemesis, war plans ready, Yaldabaoth a worthy opponent. Despite intentions, nothing is certain. Adapt. Improvise, overcome, obtaining victory, and avoiding unrighteous dominion. The doctrine of millennialism, minimalism. Azrael, well prepared for the coming storm. Aretas, parting words before battle. The agenda returns home and forge is built. Azrael fashions a sword, shield, and breastplate. Azrael addresses Mahalina's forces and counsels his wife, the armies of light positioned for war. You better come on out of here. Azrael fashions a sword and a shield. Now, the one and Azrael did go forth together secretly to the regions which surrounded the worlds of Kola, and around the great chasm did they place a dark and hidden barrier, being itself constructed out of the fifth fractal of the fourth prince of the fourth prime of the 23rd dimension. Boy, that's too much for my brain. My little ghetto brain can't understand that right there, what I just read. My little ignorant, unlearned brain just damn near exploded. That was deep. Don't know what the hell it means, but the way it was worded just made my little brain just sit back and say, shut the hell up, dummy. Oh my God. And around the great chasm did they place a dark and hidden barrier, being itself constructed out of the fifth fractal of the fourth prime of the 23rd dimension. Okay, whatever you say, have at it. This is made of some, I'm from the ghetto. What they just said, we making a barrier that Yaldabaoth can't break. Which barrier would hold at bay Yaldabaoth, but which the gods themselves could most easily pass through, being themselves unaware of the barrier which the one and Azrael had placed around the worlds of the celestial kingdom. Stop. So all of the gods can walk right through it. They won't even know it's there. But when Yaldabaoth and the Demurge make a move, it's going to stop them. For it was reasoned by the Ezrella that Yaldabaoth be prevented from attacking the worlds of Kolob until he proves himself strong enough to breach the barrier, lest he present himself before the gods as some pale and passing shadow, and not the nemesis which the one intended. And even though Yaldabaoth should prove strong enough to leap out of the great abyss, and even though he should prove fearsome enough to attack Olahai Shinahai, still was Yaldabaoth not powerful enough to attack the councils of the seven lights to fill them deep with fear. Now, to Yaldabaoth was given the power of 23 dimensions, yet despite this, still was he not strong enough to use the fullness of his strength, being himself constrained by his immaturity to the fourth fractal of the fourth prime of the 23rd dimension. Boy, don't tell me we wasn't smart. The hell, smart as hell. But in the moment when he should prove the master of his powers, in that moment would he breach with sudden fierceness the barrier which the One and the Ezrella had placed around the celestial kingdom, permitting that the Yaldabaoth should attack with sudden fury the kingdoms of the light. Stop. We're going to stop right there. And we're going to pick up on this again tomorrow. I got to go to the dump. Virginia said, come on, I got to do some housework. I got some chores. Oh, boy, I said, come on. All right. I'll just load it up today and take it tomorrow. All right. Now, in the celestial kingdom, did the councils of the seven lights commission that the amans of each council take such measures as would reveal the meaning of the five mysteries, which mysteries had caused the gods and goddesses to wonder and speculate within all their many quorums and councils. Negroes just gotta know, don't they? And each aman did go forth to solve a portion of the riddle, each portion of the mystery having been assigned by a consensus of all gods and goddesses together. And each aman did prove most eager in solving the portion assigned, while still they sought to aid one another in the doing of so great a charge. But Shemdiel proved most determined in taking the commission to himself alone, thinking to himself that by doing he would do some great favor for the amans which were assigned, being himself most desirous of proving himself the greatest of all the gods of Elohim. For Shemdiel could see in himself no error, but against his heavenly Father and heavenly Mother did he perceive a great many errors. I'll stop right there. This necromancer, you see this necromancer? He don't, ain't nothing wrong with him, but he see a lot wrong with the one in a red. You guys got any kids like that? He don't see nothing wrong with him, but he see a lot wrong with a redder and the one. He perceived a great many errors which did trouble deeply the music of his mind, seeing in their careful deliberations and in their consideration of others a sign of weakness and trepidation. Oh my God. Oh my God. What did he just say? Oh my God. See that? He don't even know what they created. The warrior gods. But this Negro think they weak. Thus did the chief archon of the Elohim presume to act against his heavenly father and heavenly mother, believing all the while that he acted only for their good. I'm going to hurt them, but this for their good. Having made of himself a fault against all those he thought less worthy than himself. Yet did the beloved of Shamdiel, even Ruthanel, plead constantly with her husband, hoping through kind words to persuade Shamdiel from falling deeper into pride, which pride gave birth in Shamdiel to the constant troubling of a dark and brooding ego, which chaffed and complained constantly against such constraints as would compel him to act rightly and not amiss. But beyond the highest glory, deep in the halls of wondrous lights, brightly shining, did there gather solemnly the one and a redder together, and before them stood the Azrael and his Mahalina, being themselves altogether found deep in subtle plannings concerning the coming of Yaldabaoth. For it was certain that Yaldabaoth would come quick from out of the great abyss, and reaching out through the power of his soul, feel the shining lights of heaven's glory, which like a beacon would draw him forth across the deep until at last he beheld the great eternal round called Aloha Shinaha, and seeing entwined the kingdoms of celestial and terrestrial glory, perchance might he attack at first the worlds of the terrestrial realms, for between the worlds of the celestial and the terrestrial was there seen a great difference. For the citizens of the celestial realm possess great technologies, being proud of such accomplishments as were achieved through the knowledge of many sciences, having in their worlds great shining cities of glass and chrome steel, being themselves starfarers, which traded between all the distant worlds within their galaxy. Stop! All their cities are shining glass and chrome steel. But in the terrestrial realms, were worlds made like the gardens of paradise, having no cities of glass and steel, but having small, quaint villages and hamlets whose citizens were made the masters of many spiritual arts, possessing among themselves the greatest of craftsmen, gardeners, artists, poets, musicians, mathematicians, and theosophers. Thus did the one discern, through subtle knowing, that in the coming forth of the Lord of darkness from out of the great abyss, even then would he turn upon Olahai Shinaha to shake it with his might, beginning first his dread designs by attacking the idol worlds of the terrestrial kingdom. For such worlds did move along the outer corridors of the great eternal realm. And the one spoke to the Azrael, saying, Consider, my son, how Yaldabaoth shall attack first the realms of the terrestrial worlds, believing them easier to overcome because of the simplicity of their glory, thinking that by acting cruelly against the good and honorable, even he might cause all other worlds of Olahai Shenabah to surrender fearfully before his fearsome rage, lest Yaldabaoth destroy them also. How then shall you contend against Yaldabaoth in defending well the second estate? Defending what? The second estate. For it is within the power of the chief Demerjos to shatter into pieces such worlds as would contend against him for the sake of their own defense. What then shall you design for the defense of Olahai Shenabah? For by such fearsome attacks as Yaldabaoth shall cast against the eternal realm, shall he announce his dreadful presence to all the gods and goddesses of heaven. And by your stern defense shall even all the heavens, from the least to the greatest, be made aware of a new and fearsome God, who would, through battle, prove a benefit to all the heavenly realms together, becoming themselves awakened to the presence and purpose of the Azrael and his wife, Mahalina. Speak then, my son, of such intentions as you have designed through the workings of your will, for even your heavenly parents are most anxious to hear of such plans as you have devised already, when you must meet in battle the nemesis of all our glory, announcing through fearsome conflict the first war within the lights of heaven. Such did the one speak unto the Azrael, and taking deep the subtle thought, the Azrael answered, saying, True, it is certain that Yaldabaoth shall attack first the worlds of the terrestrial glory. For in all his planning am I made most constantly aware through the speaking of the Kranjingen, who are placed to watch over the Lord of Chaos. Yet of this would I remind you, for the intent of bringing forth Yaldabaoth is to shake with violent fury the kingdoms of the light, causing throughout such violent strivings that the heavens be born anew and filled with happy vigor, removing throughout most fearful conflict the seeds of future doom. Thus it is needed that Yaldabaoth prove well his dark intent, causing all to be awakened by a harsh and sudden shock, seeing with their own eyes the peril which has sprung upon them from out of the darkest deep, becoming themselves most fully startled by the fury and dread intent of this nemesis which you brought forth. For this cause shall I at first withhold my hand from defense of Ola Shem Shinaha, permitting that all the heavens should see and feel for themselves the darksome rage which would swallow up the innocent in the depths of cold oblivion. Knowing myself that in the withholding of my hand shall some worlds of terrestrial glory become shattered and broken, filling the tail with a great and silent void, which shall cause the very heavens to shake with shock and disbelief. And so shall the presence of Yaldabaoth be announced before all the realms of heaven, and before the dread onslaught of so great a nemesis shall we observe the heavens in their response, and so great a threat gogging by careful observations the power of Yaldabaoth against the realm of light. We're going to sit back and we're going to watch. And we're going to see the reaction of all of heaven. Verse 31. Yet, in this would I assure you, that such worlds as Yaldabaoth might deem to shatter beneath the fierceness of his wrath, even on those worlds shall I cause to be rescued, even all living things, being themselves the children of God, are the beasts and birds and fishes. Even all living things shall I envelope instantly with the powers of the 24th dimension. Stop! What you guys think about to happen in America? I just read it. Hey! In an instant, I remember this. It's our love. Yet, in this would I assure you, that such worlds as Yaldabaoth might deem to shatter beneath the fierceness of his wrath, even of those worlds shall I cause to be rescued, even all living things, being themselves the children of God, are the beasts and birds and fishes. Even all living things shall I envelope instantly within the powers of the 24th dimension. And to the moons of Mahaliel shall they find refuge, where they might safely dwell, far beyond the reach of doom. Stop! Took them from one world in an instant and put them on the moons of the Azor God, mothers. And to the moons of Mahaliel, which is your planet, shall they find refuge, for they might safely dwell far beyond the reach of doom. And to such citizens of the terrestrial world as I shall rescue, will I give a good and pleasing choice, permitting that they might dwell forever upon the moons of Mahaliel, becoming themselves as ministering angels forever after, are to return again to the realms of the terrestrial glory, where they might continue as before upon a world far distance from the ravishing of the dark and dreadful nemesis, to continue themselves in such glory as they are made accustomed. And to those who choose to be as ministering angels, even these shall work side by side with the cherubim in watching over the children of the agenda, that far and distant age, when there shall come forth the generation of our kind. Stop! You. That's talking about you. On the planet Mahaliel, they can join the cherubim watching over you guys as children. Grow up as warrior gods of our kind. See that? We are a different breed of God. See that? That's you, Boaz. You guys are there. Our kind. Generations of our kind. But consider this also, for even though Yaldabaoth proved strong enough to shatter these few worlds, or the terrestrial kingdom, still shall the vastness of Olaha Shinaha prove too great. For in the great eternal realm does there move a great many billions of galaxies filled with bright and shining glory. How many galaxies? How many galaxies? I'm going to stop right there for a minute. Billions of galaxies. That's where we come from. This is not our home yet until we take it back. This is our first estate. are going back home. Billions of galaxies filled with bright and shining glory. Yet shall Yaldabaoth begin with vigor to shatter the worlds before him, causing in heaven a deep and gasping shock, and seeing myself how the citizens of heaven respond to so dark and dread a sight. Even then will I leap suddenly forth to defend and repel the nemesis. I'm gonna let him get all in their face. I'm gonna let him cuss them out, call them all kind of names. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch to see their reaction. We're gonna see who the cowards are. Oh, please. Heaven is supposed to be just loving, and where is the love? Where is the love? I just don't understand. Yeah, we're going to have a bunch of you that still got Christianity in you. I just don't understand. Why is the one allowing this to happen? I thought we was just all supposed to be in love. What is going on? I don't understand. This is just too much violence for me. It's just too much. Oh, girl. It's just too much. I don't understand. We came here to just love. Slap the hell out you. I'm going to send a special angel. I'm going to create a slapping angel. When I get back, I'm going to create a slapping angel. One of them going to have baby powder, and the other one going to just be made for slapping. So when you guys get to acting of talking like this old soft jelly belly crap, they're going to automatically activate. They're going to come to your house, your planet, and going to just stand right in front of you. One of them going to dap the powder in the other one's hand and going to just slap the hell out you, and then they're going to fly off. It's just too much. I can't handle all this. My heart, you hear me, Adam? My heart. Girl, I got a weak heart. Yeah, you're gonna die when you see Yaldabaoth. You got a weak heart, you're gonna die when you see Yaldabaoth. When you see this nemesis, when you see this necromancer, boy, you're gonna die. This Negro full of fury. This Negro full of cussing. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, this is gonna be nice. This is gonna be lovely to see. I can't handle. Why is he cussing? In heaven. He gonna be cussing you out. You bunch of weak, lopsided head. What did he call Mahalina in the other lesson? He said, "You damn witch! You." He said, "You stink." We're going to kick back and we're going to watch and see all these guys who act like they tough, been talking like they tough. We're going to sit back and we're going to watch and see their reaction. I didn't come here for all of this. We're going to watch you. And we're going to separate you when it's over. We're going to put you over there with the bunny rabbit planet. I didn't come here for all this. I only came here for love. And then, when Mahalina and Azarella start making love, it affects the whole heaven, and it's strange to you. What is this? What is this feeling? It's coming from out of the tail. What is this love? Yeah, right. Bunch of hypocrites. All of them. Feeling all that love coming through from them Melina and Azarella and all them Negroes up there fitting straight. What is this? What is this new love? Can you see it, but now? You can see it, can't you? See these Negroes? They up there, they religious. They was getting religious. The one is about to shake them out of their religion. That's why Shamdiel is like he is. That's religion. That's a religious mind. I'm better than my father and mother. I don't make mistakes. They do. Yet shall Yaldabaoth begin with vigor to shatter the worlds before him, talking smack. This Negro know how to talk smack, causing in heaven a deep and gasping shock, and seeing myself how the citizens of heaven respond to such dark and dread a sight. Even then will I leap suddenly forth to defend and repel the nemesis. Thus shall the opening of the first war of heaven be conducted. And even though I repel the Lord of chaos, still will he prove relentless and espying in the far distance the kingdoms of celestial glory, and seeing how few worlds do exist therein, even then shall he be emboldened and rush forth with bitter zeal. See, he knowing. He was down there. Remember, he was down there with him? Thus, in all my planning and designs have I proved diligent and most logical in discerning well the projected course of all coming events, perceiving through most subtle things the path which all might take, giving place in every circumstance a course which I might follow, permitting that I should win the day. Yet, despite all these things, regardless of care and deep perceiving, still is it certain that nothing is made most certain, for even Yaldabaoth shall prove himself as one most capable, bearing in his many efforts a design all his own to match his mind against my own. Stop! There you go. To match his mind against my own on the battlefield. Matching, always through constant struggles, his will and dreadful purpose, striving with relentless effort to prove himself the greater, ever seeking and devising some new and dark design which would undo the whole of all my efforts. Now, you guys, you see why I'm so hated down here? You see why all these fallen spirits down here hate my guts? This is why they hate me. These fallen spirits, they remember. For in all the planning of my mind, in anticipating the move and counter move of another, even in self-same reflection, shall Yaldabaoth likewise contrive his own dark designs, ever seeking through deepest cunning to achieve his heart's desire, to match me wit for wit. But be it therefore known among us that there exists in all things that moment when chaos will intrude, attempting through random happiness to chance the course of our direction, to distort with confusion such things as once were plainly clear, causing that we must ever adapt and improve and improvise and overcome such happenstances as will intrude upon the course of our designs, lest we be overwhelmed by such constant changing parameters as will but swirl around us to leave us far removed from such goals we desire the most to have. This truth do the wise foreknow, and in the knowing do stand resolved to meet most bravely, facing calmly such random events as might overwhelm those of lesser purpose, proving ourselves still most determined in running the course before us and win the brighter day. And though there move against me the whims of unexpected happenstance, still shall I continue on and not relent, ever moving steadily on in achieving the whole of our designs, being myself most ever careful to withhold my hand from unrighteousness, dominion, when opposing the Lord of chaos. For this do we as gods abhor, that we should feel as though made weak and deeply fearful, embracing to our soul the rule of force and unrighteousness. Dominion in the seeking of our true desire, for only the fearful and ungodly will this most strive to do. Seeing therefore that Yaldabaoth should possess a will of his own, bearing upon its fearsome tide the purpose, designs, intents, and goals of so fearsome a master, which shall clash against my own missed move and counter move. All we gotta eat, boy. Causing that there should weigh most suddenly against the whole of my design an unexpected happenstance. How then shall I set right the course I designed to have, whereby I might prove at last victorious, avoiding with watchful diligence the dark rule of unrighteous dominion? This then have I weighed in the hand and in my soul have we determined, for in watching well the gods of heaven have I observed their own behavior, how that in the working of their will they use most subtle the smallest of means, avoiding through the smallest of measures the hurt of unrighteousness dominion. Thus, in the doctrine of minimalism, shall I use the smallest of measure to shape and turn the greatest events, avoiding through the slightest and most subtle of means the heavy weight of unrighteous dominion. For there is nothing made impossible to those who are wise and patient, being in themselves most relentless and indomitable also. For those who are wise do know most certain that in using that which appears as something small and insignificant today, if given time, will on the morrow prove the hinge upon which greater events are turned, to cast the shadows into light, changing defeat into victory. Boy, there go your Shaolin, there go the monks of the Shaolin Temple. Thus, great fathers and most holy mother, am I near prepared to fulfill the purpose of my life, to battle hard against Yaldabaoth when meeting face to face, to match him move for move and cunning for cunning, in defending well this heaven which we love. Stop! Created for battle, but live in love. That's Shaolin monk. There go your Shaolin monk. That's what he just described. That's what he just described. I'ma stay cool, calm, and collected, and I'ma use my love while he gonna use his rage. He gonna use his anger. For now, would I return to Mahalil, and by your good and gracious leave, engage in final preparations to make full ready both Azrael and Marlena when facing down the nemesis, to be ourselves most eager and well content to wait the coming storm. Such did the Azrael speak to the parents, good and wise, and there spoke the Lord of Ajundai, the mother above all others, even Areta, saying, go there now, most noble heart, and prove yourself most ready, for we, as parents, shall ever stand behind you with words of hope and strength and courage. Oh, it's on and cracking. There go mama. Go you forth and guard you well, this heaven which we love, and by your fierce and cunning skills, defend the host of heaven, to set at naught the dark designs of Yaldabaoth, even as you would set in motion the design of your father and your mother. Ooh. Be you then the bright fulfillment of our darker dreams, that from this struggle between good and evil, life and death, might rise still some brightly shining day, when even all the heavens would be reborn and made like new forever. And so speaking, the Azrael and his Mahalina did go themselves most quick away, returning to the mountains of Salah, beside the Amethyst Sea, and there, in the shadow of Mount Nigaro, did the Azrael build a forge, and taking from his soul an oracle of power, did he cast it into the fires, and with mighty strength did bend the oracle with the strength of purest diamond, fashioning with great and staggering blows a sword of exquisite beauty, sharper than the keenest blade, able with the least of effort to cleave in twain the heaviest of anvils made of iron are to open wide the deep dimensions with a fierce and mighty sweep, are to dissemble the bounds of eternal matter, to cast things which do appear in that which is made of failing vapors, filled with mist and shadows. Look at that sword, and taking from his soul another oracle of power, the Azrael of fashion, in the fires of Nagura, a shield and helmet with bucklers and greaves, all in all, fused with brightly shining silver, trimmed with gold. And there was engraved upon the shield the oracle called Shanti, which in the language of God shall always mean the light, which in the darkness shine. Oh! Shanti. And there was engraved upon the shield the oracle called Shanti, which is the language of God, shall always mean the light which in the darkness shines. For this oracle did the Azrael of fashion to signify himself when in the darkness of the great abyss he withstood with great resolve the fierceness, might of the Eidos and the Antipod together. And again, the Azrael reached a third time into his soul, and from his heart he brought forth another oracle, and he fashioned from out of the fires of the Nugara a breastplate of exquisite beauty, and upon the center of the breastplate did he engrave the likeness of Shindi. And when he was complete, he called unto his wife. And when she was come before the Father, when she was come before the Father, the Azrael did place into her right hand the sword most keenly made, and in her left did he place the shield, and also did he place upon Mahalina the helmet, the breastplate, the bucklers, and the greaves. Oh my God! Soon and booting his wife. Then did Azrael smile, for the Mahalina was made like unto a most beautiful yet frightful warrior. Oh my God! I gotta stop right there.
Muhammad is still in his tomb, and Joseph Smith is still in his tomb, and Buddha is still in his tomb, and Confucius is still in his tomb. But there is one man
Yaqeen,
who was not found in the tomb.
suited
In there, the tomb is
and
empty.
booted
The scene of
his
the
wife.
500 eyewitnesses who wrote down accurate accounts that we saw the man who hung on the cross, and we touched his scars. Watch his word. Alive.
Hey!
King and he's alive. Hallelujah. Jesus is alive.
Come on, baby!
Grave and the stones rolled aside. As for me and love, he will serve the Christ.
Man!
Sing hallelujah. Jesus is alive.
Come on out of here!
Grave. Muhammad is still in the grave.
We don't come from no punks. We don't come from no weaklings. We don't come from no, it's all love. Shut up!
If I think about it, I can't even speak many about it. They took with a body, they buried his coming back, so for the body, he married the scars on his back.
We are the warriors of this universe. And we're going to show it.
And when he returns, we will cry. Jesus is the King and he's alive. Hallelujah.
We're going to
Jesus
show it.
is alive. I looked at the grave and the stones rolled aside. As for me and my heart,
want to fight, they're going to get a fight. But they're not ready for this fight. Did you hear the power of her sword? Oh, I told you. That's why I watch the Wuxia karate. Because they got the power of her sword. All she got to do is swing it. And when she swing it, the power is going to come off of the sword and cut everything in half without the sword even touching them. That's what that just said. That the power of the sword is going to be so great that all she's going to do is swoop. And when she do that, you can be 100 feet away. The blast coming off the sword going to cut you in half. She was made like unto a most beautiful, yet frightful warrior, and giving forth a quick command, they're gathered round and about the Mahalina, some 300,000 of the seraphim, and to these were added in attendance some 700,000 of the cherubim. You better come on out of here. All women, all of the ladies. Yeah, I'm going to read this again because you don't understand, do you? You don't understand, do you? This is her military. Yet, frightful warrior, and giving forth a quick command, they're gathered. While she's standing there in full battle array, they're gathered round and about the Mahalina, some 300,000 of the seraphim, and to these were added in attendance some 700,000 of the cherubim. And the Azrael spoke unto the mighty host, saying, attend you now with all diligence the commands of this my Mahalina, and as you would give ambience unto me, even so give forth a quick ambience unto her. Man! Oh, man! Man! This hit my spirit. Oh, man! Man! And the Azrael spoke unto the mighty host, saying, attend you now with all diligence the commands of this my Mahalina, and as you would give ambiance unto me, even so give forth a quick ambiance unto her. Man, let's go, for it is appointed that she should stand before me in the battles yet to come, to guard most fearsome well the celestial kingdom from the incursion of the Lord of chaos, when so he would leap forth to wage a bitter war. Thus spoke the husband. It say father right here, but this is her husband. Thus spoke the father, and turning to Mahalina, he spoke quietly into her hearing, saying, now is the time when we must serve our purpose to make the heavens know and fill with constant vigor. Now therefore, know therefore that I alone shall meet Yaldabaoth to fight in fearsome struggles, while to you it is appointed to keep a watchful stance. Yeah, right. She was all in that fight. Behold, now the legions which stand behind you, being eager themselves to fierce engage the darksome tide, ever hopeful that by their good and timely fight they might please this Mahalina, which I delight to have. But you, therefore, most firm resolve, showing in both speech and manner a calm demeanor, filled with confidence. For this alone is the fire which would strengthen well the heart of those who would follow you in battle, giving to you a good and constant effort, filled with fearsome striving. Present therefore a serene and hopeful presence, being yourself as one assured and always eager to step into the fray, to prove yourself as one most worthy of all their trust and love. Watch therefore and quietly wait upon my good command, that on the day of battle you might give some good and timely aid. Stop! Yeah, she gave some good and timely aid, didn't she? When Yaldabaoth and the Demerge had surrounded all of them, and that Negro started popping off at the mouth, talking all that smack about she should surrender and she should give up. What did she do? She did exactly what Azrella told her to do. Stay calm, and put hands. What she do? Instead, Yakin and Boaz read, she dropped her sword. And then she dropped her shield. She didn't say nothing. And then she reached over and grabbed the cherubim's bow and arrow. And she let it go. Hit that Negro in the thigh. That Negro started cussing. And then when they attacked, she told all of her sisters, let your arrows fly. You better come on out of here. This is almost too much for me. I'm reliving it. Verse 70. Look you then with steadiness, heart, and see my fierce resolve, for such strength as you see in me lies also in your soul, to be for you that steady rock which should prove for you a refuge, permitting that there should rise up before your eyes the sureness path of victory. Just like a husband. He said, look at me, baby. Watch me in battle. Watch me lay hands. Watch how I move. But I'm going to keep my cool, my calm, and my demeanor while I do it. Watch me. I'm going to show you where your strength is. Know, therefore, that if you would lead to prove yourself a general. Stop! What is Mahalina? What is Mahalina? Oh, baby, I'm about to walk the hell out this house. What is she? What did he make her? A general. a general leading the ladies. Know therefore that if you will lead to prove yourself a general, then must you follow well such commands as I would give. For now must you set aside your former self and assume a regal form, causing that there should grow in others a confidence filled with hope. Put aside your ordinary self. Come now and let us hear away, for the day of darkness gathers round, and we must quickly go, lest Yaldabaoth catch us unaware and drown our hopes in sorrow. So spoke the father of the Azrael, and quickly did there fly away a host of mighty angels to be themselves possession within the hidden veil, causing that the Lord of darkness should prove unable to see the army of light which stood arrayed against him. There you go. Now I know why he called the Lord of hosts. Now I know why Melina is a general. Now I know who made her sword, and who made her shield, and who made her breastplate, who made her helmet, and who made her leg dressings. Now I know why Michael is called the Lord of hosts. I just read it. Boy, it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny to see what Shamdiel do. That Negro might run. The next chapter 15 is the coming of the Lord Doom. We're going to pick up there next. I can't wait to see Shamdiel. You hear me, Rob? This Negro talking all that smack that he the only one perfect, that even the one and a redder don't know what they doing. I can't wait to see what this Negro do. Watch what this, I bet you he gonna run for a rock. No, I can't. Servant of Yahoo, I can't right now. I got honeydew list. I got a coyote coming in the yard, killing my chickens. So I got to go out there and set up some lights. The coming of Lord Doom. Aren't all the ladies on here? Put a number 8 in here if your soul got so happy when you found out that there were lady warriors, and that in your soul you always felt like you was a warrior. That's because you are. This is a spiritual awakening happening for the daughters of Zion. They always wrestle with that inner warrior part within them, thinking that it was wrong. Your whole life. That's right, Zahara. It's in you. You are
these warriors. And you're going to lay hands. You're going to have the bet. Matter of fact, when you go back, you're going back to your resurrected body that you left behind. You got your shield waiting on you. You got your sword waiting on you. You got your helmet waiting on you. Everything is waiting on you. Ain't nobody got to make nothing new for you. It's already there. That's why I'm going to the coronation. I'm going to take on my resurrected body. I'm going to pick up my shield. I'm going to pick up my sword. I'm going to pick up all of my battle gear and put it on and come back. That's what the 144,000 are going to go do. They're going to go get suited and booted for the war. To claim this earth from the bugs. I'm going to call them bugs now. We're going to debug the earth. Already trained. Already got your degree. Already. The best of the best. Trained from birth on Mahalil. You are the new gods. You are the new gods. That's why the earth they having earthquakes. Every lesson I do, are they having earthquakes? Somebody Google, how many earthquakes the last few days? You guys see the Schumann Renaissance? The Schumann Renaissance spiking. Everything picking up. They dropping bombs off of the Florida coast and the California coast. Let me say it again. Talking about experimenting. They ain't experimenting. They know what's down there. Russia volcano, waking up. Put up all this stuff happening. There's earthquakes in diverse places right now. Schumann Renaissance, next up. It's because of us. We taking on our heavenly memories. We just had a tornado here in America. The earth is moaning and groaning, waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God. It's all happening because of these lessons. You getting back your memories from heaven. U.S. tanker hit. Evacuation orders. What? Trump with a Travis Scott and Conway type beat. What? Who he copying? Who is he copying? What? Are you on here, Trump? I love you, brother. Keep Keep doing what you do. You're doing your job. I love you, Trump. I love you, Netanyahu. Keep doing your job. Now, people will see that and they won't know that we got the record where Jesus said before he come, he got to first cleanse the earth with fire. So we got the record that the fires are happening because of Jesus. He's preparing the earth for his coming. Let's do one more. Go to Spirit Prevails, number 216. This is for all of you. Spirit Prevails, number 216. Spirit Prevails, number 216. Yeah, a tsunami coming. Lo, I come, I come, I come. Even the Lord of hosts. Hold on, wait a minute. Who talking? Who talking? Let's scare these people. Let's scare the hell out of them right now. Who talking? Lo, I come, even the Lord of hosts. I just showed you who the Lord of hosts was. Azarella is the Lord of hosts, who became Michael, who is known as Joshua ben Joseph. Lo, I come, I come. This is after the coronation. The coronation, come up hither. Boo, we go up. The 144,000 going up. Lo, I come, I come, I come. Even the Lord of hosts, for mine enemies are on the watchtower, watching the movements of my people. They on your cell phone, they on your television, they in your refrigerator, they listening by your wash machine, they listening by your dishwasher. They on the watchtower, watching the movement of my people. Even they say in their hearts that if my people take the oath, they will come out upon them and put them all to death, that they have endured enough from them, and that they will bear with them no longer. They should say, if we are not put to death ourselves, I will promise them that they shall not have the power to hurt one of my faithful people, for I will take care of them. I will make mine enemies to do what I want them to do. And if they will not serve me willingly, I will make them answer my own purpose. I will bring them to those points which I wish to bring them to. They cannot do anything except what I permit them to do. For I control them, even as I control those who are heirs to the resurrection. My Father has given me the power over all races of people who dwell upon the earth, and they are subject to me. If the wicked will not serve me in one way, I will make them serve me in another. For I have the power over them that they cannot even move one of their fingers without my permission. I could, in a few minutes, lay them all in the dust where they could not move. Their breath and lives are in my hands. They cannot do the smallest thing without my permission. In vain do they boast of their power and greatness. I will speedily show them what they are and try how much power they have. Even as so as my people shall have done as I have commanded them. They have boasted of their power and even challenged the whole world to battle. They are for wiping out, as they call it, everything that crosses their path. But should a few thousand of people come up against them, they would run into the mountains and hide their heads in the cliffs of the rocks or in some other secret place behind the sagebrush, for instance, and they would watch for their enemies with fear and trembling. They would raise their heads and peep out from the hiding place. And if they heard a brush shake with the wind or from some other cause, they would drop their heads again. Oh, what brave men to challenge the world to battle. Let them hide their faces in shame, for they are like the devil who is at their head. He is the greatest coward upon the earth. For if he saw the least danger, he would run fit to break his neck, and the rest of his band are like him. Come on up. Come on up. This Joshua ben Joseph came out there cussing, came slapping everybody. Mad as hell. You guys have found out who you are, found out the name of your planet, found out where you was raised. In the heavenly realm. And you guys, all your life, You was trying to figure out why they take our history. Why did they take our history? Why did they hide our history? Now you know why. There you go, right there. You come from the celestial kingdom. You're not from earth. Like I said before, you got a right to say what Jesus said. I am from above. You are from beneath. Now you know what Jesus was talking about. We are from above. They are from beneath. Yeah, I always can use help. I ain't gonna never turn down help. We got a plan right now. Brother Quadash is going to donate his old RV, and we're going to take it over there. We're going to take it over there. Maybe to the RV park, or maybe by field. Hook it up. Get everything working. And set it aside. It ain't that big. It's probably big enough for 1 or 2 people. Your brother gotta go look at it. Yeah. Your brother gotta go look at it. It ain't big enough. All praises to our universal Father, the One. You notice he never gave you his name? The One. All right. Thousands without power in North Georgia. It's gonna get, it's here. Yeah, we don't have one for him here. We ain't found it yet. Now you ladies know who your general is. Now you know the first war in heaven. You call him that? The first war in heaven. Now you know it. Probably parts of North Georgia. Not all of it. All right. Last grain, baby. Hold on. It's gonna get worse. Keep looking. Keep looking. All right. Much love, much respect. I pray that this lesson bless you. Yeah, we getting our memories back. Till next time, keep loving each other, keep respecting each other, keep helping each other. Thank you. Keep praying. Don't stop praying. Oh, this book, 700 and something pages, we gonna eat. We gonna stay in heaven. I ain't coming back to the earth. I need to learn everything about my first estate. I want to know it all. We ain't coming back down here. You hear me, Daphne? We ain't coming back down here with no earthly teachings. No, we in heaven, baby. We gonna stay in heaven. We want to know everything. Hello. Repent and be baptized. That's the only thing I got for earth right now. Repent, be baptized, and keep the commandments. Everything else I'm teaching gonna be in heaven. Plain and simple. That's right. We're gonna stay, James, in heaven. We need to know everything about our first estate. Till next time, much love and much respect. Shalom.